I went to school just to please my dad. Developed some anger as aftermath. I fell off the course while you wait for a Porsche. I'm coming in late off a helipad. I ain't got that money, my nose always running. Yo, what is going on, guys? We're going to be covering a few projects that I have just been slacking on. People have been calling me out in the comments, and you know what? They're not even wrong. Lazy Llamas is the first one. Lazy Llamas, I have been watching since the very beginning, before they did all their postponing, and before they had their artists kind of screw them over, and then they had to redo all their artwork. That's when I was watching them. I was promising myself I was going to get like 4 or 5, and then they delayed forever, and I just forgot about them. And it's 100% my fault. And you know, it stings a little bit because they're going for a minimum of 200 their floor right now. Let's see, 195 on the floor of JPEG. They are killing it. Their serums are also 150, and the serums are going to be coming up. So let me just talk about this before I start rambling into a bunch of stuff they're doing. This is their roadmap, and you can see that they're going to redo their lazy paper, which is basically a white paper. They're going to do their leaderboard in early January. I don't know if that's already been created. Community royalty perks. I don't know exactly what that is. Maybe that's coming out soon. The launch of their lab. This is what I think I'm the most anticipated for, even though I don't even own one. But this is where you're going to be able to take the serums, you're going to be able to take the llamas, you're going to be able to put them together, burn both of them, and then get back this mutated llama, and they look so freaking cool. Let me see if I can find a sneak peek. Are there any sneak peeks of the mutations? Oh yeah, here we go. Look at that. Oh. So you're looking at something like that, okay? I don't know. Maybe there's more. Will there be more? The close-up, I guess. Dude, they look so freaking sick. I'm not gonna lie. Here's the serums. The serums look so cool, too. Honestly, I'm mad jealous that I didn't get into these. I even saw them the day that they actually sold out. I was like, yo, dude, there was like 6,000 of these left, and they just sold out in like 20 minutes or something, like really fast. Like, we should grab these. And I slowly watched the next day. The floor went up like 10 ADA. And then I watched it the next day, the floor was up like 40 ADA, and I was like, oh god dang. So yeah, I just watched it. I watched the whole thing happen. What the? Anyways, the art is just too cool, to be honest. Here's some of the cooler things that they're doing as well. They're gonna launch some sort of Odyssey, some sort of book or fairy tale, I'm assuming. Then you got Q2. They're gonna partner with some people and do cross utility, so maybe they'll be available in a metaverse. Because then it talks about a lazy llama token, which I don't understand what they're going to do with that yet. They haven't released that. And then they're going to have the launch of their lazy vault, which is where you can exchange these tokens for ADA and other NFTs. I mean, I guess that answers my question. Q3 2022. This is where they're going to have the lazy island, but it's not their metaverse. They're going to be building on Pavia or Decentralands or Sandbox. And then they also say that you can go to those lands and hunt for treasure while that happens. And if you find some treasure, you get to keep it. So that sounds amazing. There's going to be a bunch of people doing that. I guarantee it. And then plots of land will be distributed to people who hold the most llamas. So I'm assuming where these plots of land are in Pavia, those will be the specific lands that they're holding. But then they'll also hand those lands out to people. But I don't know if they'll hand out all of the land, because then if those people sell it, then you no longer own the land. And then can you really host lazy llama events if you don't own the land? I don't know. And then they're going to have their lazy llama in-person events and meetups. So that'll be pretty cool. It seems like they're kind of following a similar style to Clay's, where they do their meetups in London and in New York. All right, we're going to take a quick little detour. Rats Dao just had their second mint. They sold 3,000. There's still 6,000 left to be minted in a future date. And they're going for a floor of 114 at the moment. Let's see if it changed. No. The market is heavily congested right now, or rather the network. So even though this has been listed forever ago, if you did want to buy it, it would take you forever to buy it. Probably about 45 minutes or to an hour if you're using Nami. So this may or may not be the actual floor, and I think in a few hours things will actually start to settle because people's transactions will start to go through. But for now, this is the floor, and you can try to get in if you want. The Rats DAO. Shout outs to Chaka Cha in my Discord. She actually called it out first. But the Rats DAO is 10k rats consisting of 1k Genesis rats and 9k the regular just governance rats. So the 10k, or rather the 1k Genesis, you will be given more tokens. It says 5k per Genesis token, and if you own just the regular ones that were minted today, you'll get 555 of the $rat currency that they are creating. This will be airdropped once they sell all of their rats. So not now, not after this is minted, after the next drop happens, which is still to be determined. The other way that you can earn rat is by staking your rat. So if you own 2 rats, you can stake for 4,500 per rat. So you'd be getting 9,000 total at the end of the staking period. Last thing I'm going to say about rats is your rat grants you voting rights and voting weight based on the amount of rat that you hold, not the amount of rats, the amount of $rat. All right, moving on, we're going to talk about Stone Age Hooligans. They had a horrible mint. Right before the mint, people announced that some of their assets were copy and pasted from other projects or something like that. It turned out to be the person that they paid on like Fiverr or somewhere. Their artist was just a little lazy and copied over some assets. They were aware of it, but they didn't know that you couldn't do that, and so they basically released them anyways and then tried to make up for it by creating it, I believe, later and then redoing the assets, and it was just kind of a jumbled mess. But they're making a comeback. I think this is now handed over due to what they say here. It says project handover from previous development to the community. So I believe this is now fully community driven, and what we're looking forward to is in Q1 they're going to develop a website for the Hoolie families. The zombie couples will be airdropped a random rare baby, or a random baby zombie rather, sorry, but the rare couples will be also airdropped with a guaranteed rare brat. So the common couples will receive a random kid, and it could be something rare, but you know, it maybe probably won't be. Anyways, then they're going to generate the Hula Brats collection, including some sort of designs. I don't know what that is. Special, oh, 1 of 1. Gotcha. 1 of 1 designs. Special drop of Hula Brats for holders of a hooligan and a hula gal, which I don't understand because I already thought that that was a couple. So maybe somebody can clarify that in the comments. And then holding complete families will qualify you to receive royalties in your wallet on a weekly basis. The more families you hold, the more royalties you receive. So if you have a hooligan, a hula gal, and then you get airdropped your hula baby and you just hold it, you'll be earning some passive income. So that's pretty cool. They have an invaders whitelist and airdrop for the family holders. So I guess if you also own a family, then you'll also be put on the invaders whitelist and also maybe airdropped, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. Then they're going to create a DAO, and they're going to fix some of the original Hooligans collections, and they're going to use that from some of the funds that they get from the invaders. And way down the line, they say they're going to make it into a game. I love a good comeback story. I wish everything well for Stone Age Hooligans. The reason why I stayed out, and I'm still out, is just because of how rough of a start it did have. But now it's completely under community, it looks like. So, you know, who knows what can happen. Same with Gingerbread Squad. I'm not going to go down all the stuff about Gingerbread Squad. Look them up yourself, do your own research, but I'm just shouting them out, all right? They're another community-driven project at the moment that was actually originally a rug pull, and now people are trying to make it not so shit. Anyways, cutting out. This is going to be the end of the video. This is little pictures of the Gingerbread Squad. If you didn't know, I'll do Hooligans real quick. Hooligans, Hooligals. So you can see the 24, 23 ADA floor. It's not too bad. If you did want to get in and did want to get a family, it'd be 24 plus whatever the girls are. Looks like 20. It'd be about 44 ADA, standard mint of 1. You'd have 2, and you'd be getting the airdropped baby pretty soon. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn out all right. You know, do your own research. This is not financial advice at all. None of my videos are ever financial advice. They're just projects I like to talk about. Please don't buy just because you see me talk about something. Anyways, this has been Atlantic. I appreciate every single one of you. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, that really helps me out. Get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so we can spend more time with them. Almost lost it. Anyways, guys, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.